What's up, Gator Nation? What's up, RollinwithCarlos family? Billy Napier admitted yesterday something that Gator Nation should not like and should not accept. He admitted again in a certain way that he's very, very stubborn and stuck in his ways. We will listen to a clip from Gators SI reporter Cam Parker and friend of the channel, Cam Parker. He asked him a question yesterday, and most Gator Nation will not like. Plus, he mentioned about the lack of recruiting during the bye week. I'll read you an article on that, and we'll get into that too. And then we'll get into some stats from Billy Napier-led offenses that are not at all should make Gator Nation comfortable that he does not want to turn over the play calling duties to someone else on the staff. Let's hear the clip.
Some head coaches around the country have given
deeply important this week too.
Back to the play calling aspect of it. Some head coaches around the country have given that duty up just because of everything going on with the change of the sport. What ultimately gives you the conviction that this is the right decision for you and your team?
Well, it's year 8 for me, and I think it's the way we've done it. And I think it helped us get here, and it helped us. But I mean, look, I think that there's a lot of guys that are still doing it too. Right? I mean, you could argue both ways here, right? So I watched several that were doing it this weekend. So I think each year you're evaluating what is best for the team, for the staff, and certainly I think with who we had coming back, the quarterback in particular, I think is a huge piece of that puzzle, right? In terms of the verbiage, the system, the dialogue, how you teach the quarterback. I think that's a big piece of the puzzle. And then certain situations present maybe an opportunity for a reset, right? And I think that you're always just evaluating what's best for this team, right? And I think we're trying. That's ultimately what drives every decision that we do. No different than a lot of the changes that we made in the past, right? So I get it. Look, anytime, there's a lot of teams out there this weekend that struggled, and there's going to be criticism when you're not as productive, and that contributes to the team not winning. No different than when you give up a lot of points. There's criticism on the other side, right? So I think we've got to play complementary football. And, this is a defense that we've worked 4 years on building and preparing, and they're playing at a high level. And we have to continue that. And now we have to get back to playing better on offense. I do think that the kicking game has become a weapon for us. The punt return game, our specialist play. We've struggled a little bit here the first month, and I think we all know that. I know that. Our players know that. Certainly, our fans know that.
We got asked you about
the important this week.
Sounds like Billy is being stubborn because I'm going to get into some stats right now, and Gator Nation, you're not going to like these stats. (2019) total offense, 8th nationally with 494.1 yards. 6th in rushing with 274.2 yards per game. Scoring offense, 10th in 2019. First year at Louisiana in 2018. In the Sun Belt, they were 3rd in total offense, 29th in the nation. That was in 2018. Scoring offense in 2020 was 29th in the nation. Total offense in 2020 at Louisiana, they were 43rd in the nation. 2022's Napier's offense was 38th. And scoring offense was 57th. 2023's total offense was tied for 48th, 57th nationally in scoring. Third down conversion rate in 2023 was 85th nationally and 16th in red zone offense. Right now in 2025, Florida's up in the hundreds in terms of total offense. So I don't know why Billy Napier continues to say that he's done this for 8 years when his total offenses have not even been in the top 10. My opinion, and we've harped this on the Swampcast episodes of the Swampcast podcast and YouTube shows, he should be giving everything up to an offensive coordinator. I think he would be better off. He has too many hats on him right now, and I think he's going to die and live by that sword because he's very, very stubborn. A very humble person, but very, very stubborn in his ways. Great question by Cam Parker. That's all I can tell you. Now let's get into how Napier addressed the lack of recruiting during the bye week that they just had this past week. And again, this article was written by Cam Parker, friend of the channel, host of Deeper Dive into Gator Nation, and Gator SI reporter. Napier addresses Florida's lack of recruiting during the bye week. Florida reportedly did not travel to visit recruits during the bye week, prompting more criticism for his direction of the program. While most programs on a bye week take time to travel to various commits and recruit, the Florida Gators reportedly did not do so. According to On3's Blake Alderman, the coach Billy Napier and staff did not travel for recruiting purposes for the bye week. Usually coaches are out during the bye week to visit with commits and targets in different classes, Alderman wrote. Usually the staff doesn't go out each day during the week due to off-week practices, and they are also given some time to enjoy with family on the bye week. This week I was told Florida didn't have any coaches out traveling trail in previous days and aren't expected to be out tonight or Saturday or Sunday. The fan base reactions were extremely negative, to no surprise, especially Florida's struggles during the early part of the schedule. Napier on Monday addressed the recruiting concerns and explained why none of his staff traveled during the bye week. A lot of it is where players are playing, who are they playing, he said. That schedule is set before the season even starts. So we have a certain number of days, and those days are allocated based on where we're at, who's playing, where, and they're playing. So we typically maximize each one of those opportunities. It is also important to note that Florida still has another bye week on October 25th, sandwiched between the games at Mississippi State and Georgia November 1st. Florida may use its travel time then. However, the report is the latest target of criticism for Napier, who fell to 20-22 as the Gators head coach after a loss to Miami 2 weeks ago, has personally dealt with criticism regarding play calling and the performance of sophomore quarterback DJ Lagley. Despite the Gators are benefiting from a stronger summer with 18 commits joining the class between the months of June and August, Florida's 2026 recruiting class currently has top 100 recruits and 10 blue chip recruits, according to 24/7 Sports. However, Florida still has major positions of need in the class, specifically on the defensive line. Florida's 2026 recruiting class, number 13 nationally according to 24/7 Sports, with 19 total commitments. Guys, could it be that he's feeling the pressure and he may feel also, yes, we have another bye week, but could it be that he's feeling the pressure? And could it be that he might be feeling the pressure and might be also saying, yes, we have another bye week, but he may not be the Gators coach to any longer if the team continues to underperform? Could it be both things? He feels that we have another bye week coming October 25th, or could it be that he's feeling that he may not be the Gators coach if they fall to, let's say, 1-5, 1-6? But they did not travel. That's all I can tell you, which can hurt prospects and recruiting. Leave me your thoughts down below, and like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Gators.
Enjoy